8 million years ago, the desert was not the endless wasteland we see today. It was a land in transition, half dying, half alive. Rivers were shrinking, forests were retreating, and only a few pockets of life remained. The most important of these was the Blue Oasis, a shimmering pool surrounded by reeds, shade trees, and ancient palms. Every creature for miles knew one truth: survive long enough to reach the oasis, or die in the dry hell outside it. But the oasis had its rulers. One of them was the giant monitor lizard, or reptile longer than a man, scales glistening like polished stone, claws razor-sharp, tail thick as a tree branch. It was not just a hunter, it was the king of ambush, the master of scorching sands. Its tongue tasted the air every few seconds, searching for prey or threats. The other ruler lurked beneath the cracked earth and fallen logs. A serpent so large that its sliding body carved lines in the dust. The Titan snake, a colossal constrictor whose muscles could crush bone in seconds. It hunted silently, depending on patience, precision, and overwhelming force. Both predators claimed the oasis, but only one could truly rule it. On a blazing afternoon, when the sun hammered the land like molten iron, a small group of prehistoric antelope approached the oasis. Their legs trembled from thirst, their ribs visible under dry skin. The air rippled with heat, distorting the world into waves. From the shade of a broken palm, the giant monitor watched. Its yellow eyes narrowed, studying every step. It knew that sick or thirsty animals were easier prey. As the antelope reached the water and lowered their heads to drink, the lizard moved slow, deliberate, silent. Its claws pressed gently into the sand, preventing sound. Every muscle in its body synced in a perfect, deadly rhythm. But under the surface of the shallow water, something else stirred. The Titan snake, completely still, camouflaged under mud and floating leaves. Its nostrils barely above the waterline, waiting, calculating. It sensed the vibrations of the antelope hooves, the pulses of their warm bodies. It also sensed something else: the lizard, moving closer. The two predators locked onto the same target. The Stage 4 conflict was set. In the blink of an eye, the giant monitor lunged, jaws wide, aiming for a young antelope. But at that same instant, the water exploded. The Titan snake struck upward like a bolt of living lightning. Its jaws clamped around the antelope's neck, dragging it down. The herd scattered, kicking sand and screaming in panic. But the monitor didn't flee. It hissed loudly, tail whipping in fury. This was its territory. The Titan snake hauled its struggling prey into deeper water, coiling around it, drowning and crushing at the same time. Bones cracked under the pressure. The water turned murky with sand and blood. The giant monitor watched with burning jealousy, had lost its kill. But the desert gives no mercy. Losing a meal meant losing strength. Losing strength meant death. And so the conflict between the two monstrous reptiles began. The sun dipped lower, the air cooled, the oasis shimmered under fading golden light. The Titan snake, belly swollen from the kill, rested under a fallen trunk, body stretched in the shade. Digestion made it slow, vulnerable. The giant monitor approached with slow, methodical confidence. Its nostrils flared as it tasted the scent of fresh kill clinging to the snake. It circled cautiously, tail swaying, claws scraping stone with controlled intent. For the lizard, stealing a piece of food could mean days of survival and claiming dominance over the oasis. But hunger makes even giants reckless. The giant monitor snapped its jaws near the snake's tail, testing, provoking. The Titan snake's eyes opened instantly, pupils narrowing into black slits. The lizard hissed. The snake answered with a deep rumbling exhale. The battle was unavoidable. The Titan snake lunged with shocking speed, far faster than a creature of its size should be capable of. The giant monitor dodged, rolling aside, sand blasting into the air. The snake struck again, but the lizard's claws slashed across its scales, leaving deep marks. The desert shook with their struggle. Sand swirled as the Titan snake tried to wrap around the lizard, aiming to crush. But the monitor was a powerful fighter, using its muscular body to resist the coils, twisted violently, biting at the snake's exposed flank. The snake tightened its grip, trying to suffocate the lizard, but the monitor's claws carved wounds across the serpent's side, forcing it to loosen. The Titan snake switched tactics. It reared its head back, struck at the lizard's skull. But the giant monitor ducked and slammed its tail into the snake's head with brutal force. The Titan snake recoiled, stunned. The lizard took the opening, biting down onto the snake's neck. Their bodies writhed in a storm of dust, thrashing, twisting, tearing at the earth. Minutes passed like hours. Both were bleeding, both weakening. The oasis, once peaceful, had become a battleground. Finally, in a desperate move, the Titan snake launched its entire body upward, throwing the lizard back. The monitor crashed onto rocks, groaning in pain. The snake slithered backward, retreating into the water. But this wasn't surrender, it was strategy. The Titan snake knew the oasis was its advantage. In water, it was faster, stronger, deadlier. The lizard followed, refusing to accept defeat. As soon as the monitor stepped into the shallows, the snake struck from beneath with perfect precision. Its jaws locked around the lizard's hind leg, dragging it down. The giant monitor thrashed, bubbles rising as its head plunged under the surface. Water fought against the lizard. Mud sucked at its limbs. The Titan snake tightened its hold, pulling, crushing, drowning. But the monitor had one last weapon: its claws. It raked the snake's eye with a savage swipe. The Titan snake recoiled instantly, releasing its grip with a violent twist. The lizard burst from the water, gasping, blood dripping from its leg. The snake retreated deeper toward the center of the oasis, its wounded eye clouded and bleeding. Both creatures had reached their limit, and the battle ended not with death, but with distance. The giant monitor limped out of the water, exhausted. The Titan snake remained submerged, its massive body coiling in pain. The oasis belonged to neither. For now, night descended. Stars emerged over the desert. The oasis glowed in the moonlight, silent once again. The two titans nursed their wounds, each knowing the war for dominance would continue another day. In the harsh world of 8 million years ago, victory was temporary, survival was everything. And predators like the giant monitor and the Titan snake lived by one rule: the oasis belongs to whoever is strong enough to take it and strong enough to keep it.